We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And here's a look at some numbers for Jalen Duren.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
Now a look at Detroit's starting lineup. Harris and Duren together in the middle. Karis LeVert is out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Thompson in at the small forward position. And for the Bucks, inside they have Giannis and Turner. Then there's Prince. Then it's Gary Harris. And it's Rollins in at the 1. And coming into this game, Grant, is it fair to say this feels like it should be a blowout?
Well, on paper, that would be the assumption. But, B.A., this is why we play the games. Anything can happen, and any team can pull off an upset.
And it's the Bucks to start out. Antetokounmpo finds Harris. Back to Antetokounmpo. Slayed it in with a nice touch off the window.
Look, we know Giannis can get it done inside. Defense will have to try much harder to stop him in there.
Pass to Harris. Duren with a screen on Antetokounmpo. Harris passes to Duren. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Turner. Duren with the bucket.
They're going to work inside. I like how confident Jalen is from this area.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. I asked him what his thoughts were on Cade Cunningham, and he said Cade is extremely talented. He's got great size. He plays under control. He's one of those guys that makes his teammates better. It's easy to see why he initiates so much of their offense. Guys, back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. First one falls for him. You get the sense Giannis Antetokounmpo is hungry to get another title, Clark.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, he's definitely in the prime of his career and would like to add another Larry O'Brien trophy to his collection. He is getting older, but again, I think he's still in his prime, and he knows that while time is short, another championship could set him apart from a lot of the greats.
And so Antetokounmpo nails both of them. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks. Well, the Detroit Pistons looking to build on last season's breakthrough. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said Cade Cunningham's leadership makes his job easier. And all that aside, Bickerstaff said their fierce style is key, adding, win or lose, we win the fight.
Not a team to be taken lightly. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Milwaukee with the ball. This is their first game against Detroit this season.
They expected more of themselves against this team last year. Split the games between them.
Yeah, guys, they feel like they're the better team. The standings would agree with that. I look for them to assert that with their play tonight.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Harris on the wing. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Harris with the drive. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
Detroit with the ball. 4-point game. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And the foul on Gary Harris. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Bucks on D. Cunningham looking around. Shot clock at 5. Tries it from 19. And the shot falls short that time. The Bucks have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Antetokounmpo with it. Now guarded by Duren. And Giannis with the dunk.
Once Giannis gets that close to the rim, you know that he'll do everything he can to make the finish happen.
Pistons trail by 6. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Cunningham outside. The rebound by Turner.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a 3-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up. And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the 3-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards.
Stewart, he's checked in for the Pistons. Right around the quarter mark of the season, Clark. Rookies seem to be finding their footing out there.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. Every rookie is a little different, but usually around the quarter pole of the season, you start to get a feel for how you need to go about your work. It's a tough adjustment, but once it locks in, you're on your way.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. You look at the Pistons, they love where they stand right now, first place. And, of course, there's the Bucks. They're a ways down in the standings.
Well, I think for the Pistons, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
Now here's LeVert. His stats right now averaging 9 points a game. Cunningham passes to Duren. Trent against Thompson. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Thompson.
You know, one of the things that makes Taurean Prince a real asset is that he embraces his role. It could be points, maybe it's boards. Whatever you want him to do, he pretty much can do it.
He's off on the first. And we know how loyal Giannis is to Milwaukee, but trade rumors continue.
Yeah, it's just the reality when you have a superstar player, but not much of a title shot. The sense is Giannis deserves to make another run at it somewhere.
And he can't hit the second. And Taurean Prince has played for a number of teams so far. He's handled each experience like a total pro, Clark.
Yeah, that's the impression I get, B.A. I mean, he's somebody that welcomes every new opportunity in this league. Plays with a maturity and joy that helps any team. He's just a basketball player, understands his role, and relishes that wherever he is.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 11. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
When it comes to stuffing the stat sheet, Antetokounmpo does it very well in just about every category. But his greatest strength is he's a dominant scorer.
Here's LeVert. No points yet. Pass to Cunningham. Cunningham is doubled. Outside for LeVert. Duren with a screen on Harris. And here's LeVert for 3. The rebound by the Bucks. They're coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
It really just wasn't a fun game for them. Their offense looked stagnant, and they couldn't get anything going.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
Prince, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
Well, I've also really loved watching them connect from the in-between area. I mean, they're finding ways to do damage consistently from there.
Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
The shot by LeVert, no good. Milwaukee leading by 12. Here's Rollins. Yet to see a basket. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. There's the triple. The rebound by Detroit.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
And LeVert with a bucket on the assist by Cunningham.
Like the way LeVert controls himself, always under control, knows what he's looking for, takes his time, particularly when he's close to the basket.
For Milwaukee, they've got 7 of 8 in the basket. Harris outside. Pass to Rollins. Harris, a screen on Cunningham. Here's Rollins. And he banks in the layup.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Pistons trail by 12. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Grant, at his height, what a combination.
You know, B.A., whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just beasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage.
Rebounding the ball is so important. Here's a look at some of the best small forwards in the league at collecting boards. You look at Thompson, one of the game's elite rebounders, second in the league.
And these guys may not be the tallest or strongest players on the floor, but that hasn't limited their ability to mix it up and dominate on the glass.
I think you've got to look at their athleticism. I mean, they make up for all the size and bulk they may give away to the post specialists. And really, that's how they're able to compete in there. Athleticism gives them an edge.
Now here's Stewart. He's scoreless. Pass to Duren. Outside for LeVert. Antetokounmpo with the block.
You got to know where Giannis is at all times, especially when you're around the goal.
Count that one.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks. Giannis Antetokounmpo talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Guys?
You got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the report. Antetokounmpo surveys. To the paint. Stolen by Thompson. LeVert goes against Harris. Count that bucket.
Smooth reverse. He knew just what he was doing there.
Milwaukee with the ball. Leading by 12. Harris outside. Here's Trent. He's coming off a 13-point game against Philadelphia. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Milwaukee tacks on 2 more.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's Cunningham. He had 40 points in the win against Atlanta.
And on top of everything else, he did a great job of helping control the boards at both ends. Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. A 12-point game. He can't hit that time. Some solid defense from Stewart. The Pistons have got half their attempts to go. 6 of 12. To the middle. And finished off by Stewart. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt. Let's hope he's okay.
Yeah, that type of injury is always worrisome. Hopefully, he's okay.
You're exactly right. I mean, with the way it looks, what we have to hope for now is that somehow it's not a long-term issue.
Portis, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Here's Turner, and then Turner with the dunk.
Boy, that's just too easy, guys. Turner, a player you can't allow to get free near the rack. He's a great dunker. Bang.
Pistons trail by 12. Now Cunningham, looking at his scoring efficiency, he's averaging around 29 a game. LeVert outside, 6 on the shot clock. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. LeVert's got 6.
What a tough make that was by LeVert. Refused to be denied, and great concentration.
Rollins passes to Portis. LeVert goes against Harris. Back to Portis. Pass to Trent. Wing shot on the way. Thompson pulls it in.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Cunningham outside. To the inside. Outside for LeVert. Duren with a screen on Harris. And here's LeVert for 3. That one is off.
a chilly quarter for him offensively, trying to get warmed up.
Down low. Here's Rollins. He's watched by Cunningham. Portis with a screen on Cunningham. Pass to Portis. The three is up. Knocks down the long J. And the Bucks lead by 13.
Hey, I think every team wants a guy like Bobby Portis. I mean, more than capable from deep. He's able to play the 4 and 5 and gives you good effort at both ends.
And it's Detroit with the ball after Milwaukee picked up a 3 with their last shot. Here's LeVert. Cunningham outside. This one for 3. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 4 rebounds in the game. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Thompson. It's LeVert on the wing. A minute 39 left in the first quarter. Cunningham outside. 5 on the clock. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Cunningham's got 6 points.
And getting up close and personal, Cunningham knows he can get his shot to go inside.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Getting ready for the Bucks. Kyle Kuzma, he's checked in for Turner. Trent comes in for Prince. Green's checked in for Harris. And Cole Anthony subbed in for Rollins. And the Pistons will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Duren. Green comes in for Thompson. Robinson, he's checked in for LeVert. And Sasser's subbed in for Cade Cunningham. A minute 15 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Portis. Inside. The kick out to Kuzma. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. 5 to shoot. On the wing, Anthony. Sasser defending. Anthony misses.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. The Bucks leading by 11. Here's Kuzma. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Now here's Sasser. He's guarded by Anthony. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Jackson, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Klintman's checked in. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Anthony. Taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. Clock at 6. Here's Kuzma. An easy 2 on the layup. Kuzma's got his second basket.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Sasser. Fires in the triple. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for the Bucks. An insane quarter. No one could stop him. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Bucks here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Great offensive energy in that period. They're clearly on a mission.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
Kyle Kuzma out there with Gary Trent. Then it's Bobby Portis. Then there's Kevin Porter, and it's Anthony in at the shooting guard position. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. When you watch Bobby Portis, he's extremely physical, but he can also space the floor, Clark.
Yeah, I like that combination, B.A. It makes him a unique matchup and a tough matchup. I mean, one play he's stumping and bumping you around, and then on the next play, he's knocking down the 3, and he's doing it all with great energy and intensity.
And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
Look at Kuzma getting jiggy with the dribble move right there, shaking off the defender and getting his shot up. That is sweet.
Now here's Sasser. He's guarded by Porter. Stewart, the pass to Reed. Over Portis. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. As a result, they've got a big lead. It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Milwaukee shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. That free throw good from Portis. Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds.
The Bucks making a switch here. Coffey's checked in. So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses.
An obvious fan favorite. It's all about hard work with Bobby Portis. That's how he proved himself in this league and how he makes a difference night after night.
Now here's Sasser. 9 points in his last outing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Robinson on the wing. Second chance effort. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Following this one, they host the Trailblazers. That'll be the end of a 3-game homestand. Kuzma. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Now here's Robinson. No points so far. Here's Stewart. No good. Unable to win this run. And so it's Kuzma who brings up the ball for the Bucks. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Robinson against Portis. Kuzma outside. Back to Portis. Milwaukee needs to get a shot off here. Blocked! And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. All right, let's see what Detroit has coming up. On Monday, they'll go up against Tyrese Halliburton and the Indiana Pacers. And then on Wednesday, they'll be facing Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
Harris is checked in for the Bucks. Rollins comes in for Trent. Back to Thompson. Detroit moving the ball around. Here's Stewart. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Kuzma's got his 5th rebound in this one. The Bucks leading by 19. Pass to Anthony. And the layup is good.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
And the Pistons shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. Back to Cunningham. Outside Robinson. Stewart outside. Pass to Cunningham to stop the run. Anthony grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Well, Clark, the Bucks certainly need to rebuild on some level, but they don't control their own draft pick until 2031.
And, B.A., that certainly makes things complicated and more difficult. A losing season won't do them any good in terms of the lottery. They've got to do their best to stay competitive while developing their young talent. That's a really difficult balancing act.
And he drops the first. And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
Second free throw, no good.
Could be better from the line. Kuzma, a smooth shooter, but needs work from there.
Pass to Stewart. Cunningham, right side, to win the drought. Back to Stewart. Portis with the steal. And the Bucks pushing it up now. And Kuzma the bucket on the assist by Portis. Kuzma's got 13.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
making a change here. Prince is checked in. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for the Pistons. Here's Thompson. He had 9 points in his last time out. Pass to LeVert. Cunningham on the wing. And they double up Cunningham. Will it go? And it's finished off by Thompson as he lays it in.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
Here's Rollins. 11 points for him last game against Philadelphia.
You know, when you throw in the assist, he had a monster night.
Now here's Harris. Pass to Rollins. Portis, left side. And here's Harris. Clock at 2. Ooh, LeVert with some nice D. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Indiana, where they'll face the Pacers. That'll be the third stop of this 4-game trip. Now here's LeVert. Oh, stolen by Harris. He's all alone. And Harris throws it down.
Outstanding quickness in the open floor from Harris. Gary's so good at getting to the right area of the court.
Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Cunningham with the ball. He's got 6 to the paint. And there's Thompson on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 4 assists in the game.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
And here are the Bucks now. They're on a 14-4 run. Pass to Harris. Here's Prince. Now Kuzma. Shot clock at 6. Harris outside. Here's Rollins. No good on the 3. Well, the Pistons shooting 41% in this game. And now we'll send it over to Allie LaForce for an update on Giannis Antetokounmpo. What do you have, Allie?
Thanks, guys. I got some news from the Bucks head athletic trainer. They told me it's a collapsed lung, a serious situation, and we're all hoping that he's okay. And with this injury coming early, it forces the coaching staff to make some difficult decisions. It'll be interesting to see how they adjust.
All right, Allie, thanks for that.
You know, you learn a lot about yourself through these long rehab processes. There's a physical component for sure, but I think mentally and psychologically is where the real challenge is. I have no doubt he'll return, and my guess is he'll be better and stronger than ever.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks a lot, B.A. The Pistons are growing. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said, I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. But we have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved. The team has improved. But we're not finished yet. Back to you.
On the rise. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Detroit shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Duren. Well, Grant, you got to give the Bucks credit. 9 straight postseason appearances, the longest running streak in the league.
Yeah, but 3 straight first-round exits. I mean, you could tell the boat's taking on water, and tough decisions are required.
Turner, he's checked in for the Bucks. Tobias Harris checked in for Detroit. And Duren drops them both.
Yeah, as of right now, Jalen Duren kind of seems like a classic big man. He can block, he can rebound, and he really focuses on finding close-range looks.
Now here's Harris. He's coming off a 10-point game against Philadelphia. Trent, the pass to Harris. Portis outside. He drops it from range. Portis has gotten 4 this quarter.
He's a big guy with some serious range, so you have to respect him from out there.
Cunningham outside. With the drive, here's Duren. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And they'll give that one to Myles Turner.
Yeah, just so active. I love the passion Duren brings to this game. And the skill set, too, is developing.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Duren. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Such a unique player, Clark. Myles Turner. He's both a floor spacer and a rim protector.
There aren't too many guys like that in the league, B.A. I mean, those are 2 very distinct skill sets. And to have them in one big guy like Turner, that's certainly something you relish and appreciate.
And that one falls for Turner.
Yeah, you know, he's become a solid big man in this league. Myles Turner understands his role and is starring in it and does a really good job, I think, playing to his strengths.
And so Turner nails them both. Pistons trail by 20. Thompson outside. Back to Cunningham. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Shooting for Detroit, Cade Cunningham. At the line for 1.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
That free throw good from Cunningham.
You've got to admire the all-around capability of Cunningham. Can impact a game in so many ways.
Here's Rollins, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. Harris finds Turner. And the shot is good. Harris making the play. Turner's gotten 4 this quarter.
Confident in the paint, Turner knows he can cash in from this area.
And it's Detroit with the ball, trailing by 19. They want to keep rolling here, following a win against Atlanta.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
And Detroit making a change here. Robinson's checked in. Here's Rollins. He's watched by Cunningham. Here's Turner. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shot for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Here's Cunningham. After the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. From the line, the rebound by Turner. Turner's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Harris against LeVert. Portis outside. Pass to Trent. Here's Rollins. Turner, a screen on Cunningham. 6 to shoot. And here's Turner. Takes a three. Duren with a rebound. Cunningham against Turner. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And what a read there from Cunningham, showing he has vision and timing with his passes.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
Second in rebounding, second in steals. And their defense has been locked down. They hold their opponents to a very low shooting percentage, second best in the league at that, and it keeps them in every game.
And just to touch on their rebounding again, the energy they put into that aspect of the game is remarkable. A lot of what they do starts with their work on the glass. Now here's Turner. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
With 3 steals in the night, he helped them in a big way.
Here's Trent. 19-point game. Takes it inside. Shots blocked.
Yeah, anytime you put the ball up near Duren, there's a chance it ends up back in your face.
And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Four on the clock. Pistons trail by 19. Pass to Robinson. Fires from deep. Buries it from 3. Robinson's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Trent. Turner in the high post. Harris on the wing. Trent, the pass to Portis. And there's a 3-second violation. Okay, a moment to check out the league leaders in steals. You look at Thompson, a constant threat, 3rd overall in steals.
And he's such a plus defensively for his team. Those steal numbers scare opponents and lead to fast break buckets.
Pistons trail by 16. A minute 29 left in the first half of basketball. Duren up top. Pass to Cunningham. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Cunningham's got 14 points for the game.
He has certainly shot the ball well here, trying to lift his team up.
Out to the wing. And 1:01 left in the first half. Harris passes to Trent. From 13, Portis' shot is off. Detroit has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Pass to LeVert. Looking to end this cold spell. Duren, the pass to Robinson. And here's LeVert for 3. The 3 from Thompson. He missed there. His first misfire in 5 tries. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Trent, the pass to Harris. Here's Rollins. Pass to Portis. They still need this. And it's good on the lay-in. 9 points in the game.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Bucks ahead, up by 16. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Well, thank you, guys. Doc Rivers here with us now. Coach, you're ahead at the half. What was the difference?
We got stops. We were out running a little bit. And then we had great spacing against the zone. You know, listen, we started making shots. That always helps.
It sure does. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Welcome. First up on the agenda tonight, let's see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
Yeah, these guys are already playing great. I like their futures, brighter than our shiny heads under these lights.
Ah, yes, to be follically challenged. Most rookies don't know about that yet. Shifting gears now, what a game we've seen from Giannis in that first half.
When I watch Giannis, man, I'm just in awe. He reminds me of our friend over there, Shaq, in a good way.
I'm honored to say thank you, Kenny.
He's dominating the game inside with his size and physicality.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, he's showing off how skilled he is at attacking the defense and converting at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the strike time and time again.
Pistons trail by 16. And Detroit, let's look at who they've got. Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. Cunningham is out there with Caris LeVert. And it's Duren in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And so Prince will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Portis, right side. Oh, stolen by Harris. Shoots over Portis. Harris misses. The Bucks leading by 16. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Harris.
Harris's confidence and physicality and determination allow him to draw fouls as he gets close to the basket.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Harris.
His improvement each year in the league is impressive. Harris knows his role is to score the ball, and he does it well.
Stewart, he's checked in for the Pistons. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
I like the competitive juice of Gary Harris. He wants to win every game, and he plays for his team at a high level.
Duren in the post. He's against Turner. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. The Bucks leading by 17. Portis, left side. Pass to Rollins. Harris on the wing. He's checked by LeVert. Portis for 3. And Cunningham pulls it down.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Now here's LeVert. Back to Cunningham. Count it. That's his 7th basket of the game in 14 tries.
And look at the lack of hesitation. Cade gets the ball and is confident he can make the shot.
Rollins passes to Portis. To the middle. Here's Turner driving in. And then Turner with the dunk.
Hey, that was an announcement dunk from Turner there. Going up with force and throwing that thing down.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. Now here's Cunningham. 16 points for him. Stewart with it. Portis picks him up. Back to Cunningham. Over Harris. And it's Cunningham missing.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Trent, the pass to Portis. Pass to Turner. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Now here's Cunningham. Not a lot of room. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And just a high IQ play. Cunningham goes for a pump fake, and now he's headed to the line.
And this will be his 2nd trip to the free throw line.
I think it's been a disappointing year for him at the stripe, guys. I mean, he hasn't been as productive as he was last season from there.
That free throw good from Cunningham.
Yeah, can you say total package? Cunningham, the prototype guard these days.
That one misses. And he recovers it. Fade away. Duren, the pass to Stewart. Trent against Cunningham. 5 on the clock. Tries yet again. Again the miss by Cunningham.
He can't get anything to fall, at least not this quarter.
Out to the right wing. Here's Rollins. He's watched by Cunningham. Portis against Stewart. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Turner.
And their defense has been locked down. They hold their opponents to a very low shooting percentage. 2nd best in the league at that. And it keeps them in every game.
And just to touch on their rebounding again, the energy they put into that aspect of the game is remarkable. A lot of what they do starts with their work on the glass. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And now we have a minute here to take a look at which teams are playing the toughest defense. In the third spot, Detroit.
Where this team really makes an impact is on the defensive end. They're a unified front that doesn't make it easy at all to find open looks.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Cunningham passes to Duren. To the right side. The three. Offensive board. Cunningham outside. From behind the arc. Cunningham attacks for three.
He's taking what he can get here, has a three in each half.
The Bucks leading by 15. Pass to Harris. Turner in the high post. Here's Rollins. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Duren.
At the line for the Bucks, Rollins. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. Thompson in the post. Pounded by Harris. The shake. Here's LeVert, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
You know, you can't go for that shot fake. I mean, LeVert is crafty and clever at using it to his advantage. You got to stay down if you're on defense.
2 shots.
Free throw good, LeVert.
And when healthy, LeVert is a problem. A multi-dimensional guard who can score, pass, and rebound at an impressive clip.
And that's good as he hits both shots. The Bucks leading by 14. Rollins passes to Turner. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
The Pistons have gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. Now here's Cunningham. Tight defense on him. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Cunningham's got 8 points here in the quarter. The Bucks have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Prince. Turner inside. Working on Duren. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And Turner's length causes defenses all kinds of problems. I mean, he really uses that length extremely well to draw fouls.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time. Pistons trail by 16. Pass to Cunningham. Cade Cunningham with the flush.
I mean, he does everything on the floor. Cunningham always with max effort.
And Milwaukee's shooting has been on another level, 68% for the game. Portis finds Trent. And here's Portis. Trent, the pass to Harris. Just 5 on the clock. Portis with a screen on Cunningham. Here's Rollins. And another miss by Milwaukee. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. It's a 14-point game. Pass to Stewart. And here's LeVert for 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Portis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Trent, the pass to Rollins. Turner, a screen on Stewart. Turner in the high post. Fires, top of the key. Rebound Detroit.
Soft defense in that mid-range area, but they got away with it this time.
Pass to LeVert. Cunningham passes to Stewart. And Portis comes to help. Out to Thompson. And here's LeVert for 3. Trent grabs the miss.
Not his best night, and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
Here's Rollins. He's watched by Cunningham. Rollins gets the bucket. Rollins has got 5.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Pistons trail by 16. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
That's a costly error. Let's see how they bounce back.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Checked in for Cunningham.
Number 25, Portis Sasser. Let's hear it for your forward crew,
The Bucks leading by 16. Here's Rollins. He's got 5. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
And you like how they're taking care of the ball. Minus a few mistakes here and there, they're just so difficult to disrupt offensively.
And with the perimeter game, it's one thing to hoist up a bunch of threes. It's quite another to sink them at a high clip. Some terrific shooters on this team. Pass to Duren. Detroit moving the ball around. Sasser outside. LeVert attacking, and he gets that one. LeVert's got 10 points in the game.
LeVert is always aggressive. I like that mindset of his, especially in how he drives to the rim playing downhill. Goes there with a lot of speed.
The Bucks have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Here's Rollins, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. Picked by Prince. Ooh, Thompson with the block.
What you love about Thompson is his versatility at both ends of the floor. He's even able to block shots like that. How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
And here's Milwaukee now. The Pistons getting their last shot to go. Here's Portis. And the Bucks miss again. Pistons trail by 12. And it's Thompson penetrating. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
Milwaukee has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. To the left side wing. Turner against Duren. Turner passes to Prince. Clock at 4. Pass to Rollins. Takes the 3. Thompson pulls it in.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
To the paint. Here's Duren. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit. Give him 8 points now.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Here's Turner. Fires for 3. And again, it's the Bucks missing. And here are the Pistons. They're on an 18-7 run. And Thompson gets it to go.
And just good hustle. Always nice to get an easy bucket on the break.
I think one of the best ways, guys, to score in transition is that quick hitter after the first burst.
Milwaukee leading by 6. Here's Rollins. He's got 5. Pass to Portis. To the inside. Duren with a steal. LeVert goes against Harris. Now here's Sasser. And here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren. Great game for him. Double-double now.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And here's Milwaukee now. And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
You know, he recognized his players were fatigued and needed to catch their breath. Those guys were cooked out there.
With some changes. Kuzma's checked in for Prince. Gary Trent Jr. comes in for Harris. And Anthony subbed in for Rollins. Detroit also making some changes. Reed's checked in for Duren. Green comes in for Thompson. And it's Robinson in for LeVert. And stolen by Green. Here's Reed. No good that time. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner. Here's Anthony. And Anthony slams it in.
A nice mix and blend of speed and control on the drive. Anthony gets right where he wants to be.
Pistons trail by 6. Outside Robinson. Pass to Sasser. Driving inside. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 6. No good on the shot.
Open midi right there. That's letting the defense off the hook when you don't cash in.
Trent, the pass to Turner. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. And that one's good. Green.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
A minute 4 left to play in the third quarter here. Kuzma outside. Back to Anthony. There's a screen by Turner. Top of the key. Good on the bucket. Anthony's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Clever call by Anthony there, using the pick and roll to create an opening.
And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Detroit Pistons. They trail by 6. Inside. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. And they'll give that one to Myles Turner.
Man, what focus. I mean, the hoop and the harm. Incredible.
Yeah, great concentration there. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Turner. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Cunningham's checked in. The Bucks leading by 3. Pass to Kuzma. Trent against Cunningham. Here's Anthony. Kuzma, right side. Clock at 6. Back to Anthony. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And when it comes to efficiency, Anthony's strongest suit is at the line.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Anthony. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Anthony. And Anthony drops them both. Cunningham outside. Picked by Stewart. Cunningham has the open look. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. The third quarter comes to a close. The Bucks on top, up by 5. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Gary Trent is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's A.J. Green. Then it's Bobby Portis. And it's Anthony in at the point guard position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Pistons trail by 7. Now here's Sasser. Now Reed. Pass to Sasser. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It goes on Cole Anthony.
Almost converts despite the contact.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
And he makes a first. Hits both from the stripe.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
The Bucks leading by 5. Pass to Trent. Outside, Green. And here is Kuzma. Stewart defends. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant 1. Unnecessary contact.
You know, it's just hard to watch a player put the well-being of an opponent at risk. He rightfully earned that flagrant.
Yeah, the officials are all over that one, sending a clear message that that kind of roughness is unacceptable. That's good from Kuzma. He's off on the second. Here's Anthony. Pass to Portis. Kuzma outside. Portis with a screen on Stewart. 6 on the shot clock. Kuzma. And it's blocked. And that'll be Milwaukee's ball as it goes out of bounds. Bucks able to keep the possession. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
Just over a minute played here in the 4th. And that one's good. Green. Pistons trail by 9. Sasser outside. Green against Cunningham. Over Green. And it's Cunningham missing. The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Green, the pass to Portis. Kuzma outside. Just 5 to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. Kuzma can't get that one to fall.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Count the basket.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
And it's Anthony with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Pass to Kuzma. Going inside. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Sasser with the ball, working on Anthony. And it's in there. Sasser's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Got it in deep, and that's how you do it.
The Bucks leading by 7. And here's Portis. Kuzma outside. Shot clock at 5. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
Yeah, we've seen this video before, guys. Kuzma can take over games with his scoring. I mean, he's smart, he's tough, and he's relentless in exploiting defenses.
Pistons trail by 9. Cunningham outside. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by, and the bucket is good.
I think the defense gave him a bit of a gift there. I mean, he got all the space he needed to go to work.
The Bucks have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Now here's Anthony. Sasser defending. Anthony with it. Portis with a screen on Stewart. Kuzma for 3. And Reed pulls it down.
You know he wants that one back, right in his wheelhouse.
Pass to Cunningham. Lets the 3 fly. Stewart outside. Detroit moving the ball around. Cunningham on the wing. Green covering. Count that one. Reed. And now just a 5-point Milwaukee lead.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Here's Anthony following the score by Detroit. And then Portis with the dunk.
The slam from Portis, impressive, using that size around the rack.
And it's Detroit with the ball. Sasser outside. Cunningham on the wing. Over Green. And it's Cunningham missing. Milwaukee leading by 7. On the wing, Green. He's watched by Cunningham. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And Anthony has no off switch, which I like. He's adept at attacking defenses and drawing foul.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good, and a new group getting ready for the Bucks. Myles Turner, he's checked in for Portis. Prince comes in for Kuzma. Harris is checked in for Trent, and it's Rollins in for Green. And a new group getting ready for the Pistons. Duren, he's checked in for Reed. Tobias Harris comes in for Stewart. Thompson, he's checked in for Robinson. And LeVert subbed in for Sasser. And so he makes both from the line. Pistons trail by 9. Pass to Harris. Out to the right wing. Duren in the post. Turner covers. And Turner with the block.
Turner using every inch of his length to protect the rim. Denied.
And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Kuzma's checked in for Anthony.
Number 18, Kyle Kuzma.
And they turn it over. Shot clock clock violation as the buzzer sounds. And the Bucks with the possession here. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Here's Rollins. He's watched by Cunningham. Down low. Here's Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
Boy, so dominant once he catches fire. Got to respect Turner's ability to score the ball in a lot of ways.
Here's LeVert. They still have time to make this a game.
But they really need to focus in because they let this game get away from them a little bit.
There's a screen. Cunningham passes to Duren. Releases. And it's Harris with the rebound. And Harris has got the ball here for the Bucks. Here's Trent. Harris down low. He's watched by Cunningham. Harris misses. Pistons trail by 11. To the paint. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Cunningham.
There's no way you can minimize his concentration. Excellent focus in finding a way to score that time by Harris.
Milwaukee has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Here's Rollins. Harris outside. Clock at 6. Pass to Rollins. Over Cunningham. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
Cunningham takes it from the corner.
That's now his second three-pointer of the half and his third of the night.
Here's Rollins. He's watched by Cunningham. Harris outside. There's a screen by Turner. Harris drives in. Got a hand on it. LeVert goes against Turner. Duren in the post. Kicks it out to Cunningham. The Pistons need to get one up quick. And here's Thompson for 3. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 8 rebounds in the game. Milwaukee leading by 6. To the middle. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Bucks.
They've been slippery getting into the lane all game long, putting that help defense to the test.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Pistons trail by 9. Now here's Cunningham. Pass to Duren. 4 on the clock. And Turner with the block.
Oh, these arms of Turner just go on forever. I mean, which is part of the reason he's able to rack up the block shots that he does. Nice setup. Excellent team basketball.
And it's Detroit with the ball. LeVert outside. Soft touch off the glass. Here's Rollins. Harris outside. There's a screen by Turner. Harris drives in. Pass to Portis. 5 to shoot. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Harris outside. Here's Duren. He goes up. Count it!
Good find from Harris. Love his team-first approach.
Tobias Harris.
Milwaukee leading by 7. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle, and despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Harris. Bucket is good!
Hey, even when you're not Gary Harris around, he powers these shots in.
Defensive foul. Harris reversed. First personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for the Bucks, Gary Harris. Shooting one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw drops for Harris. And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Pistons trail by 10. Cunningham, left side. Cunningham into the lane. Jams it home!
apart the defense on the drive. Cunningham's skilled at getting to the cup.
Milwaukee has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Here's Rollins. Here's Turner. Just 4 to shoot. Outside Harris. Fires the 3. It's blocked.
Super recognition that time to come up with the block shot, as LeVert was quick to recognize where he was and get off the ground.
And what a phenomenal replay of that impressive rejection.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Here's Cunningham. Tipped. Harris outside. It's cleared away by Thompson. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. 8-point game. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Here's Rollins. Portis! Oh, it's off! Pistons trail by 8. Nice touch by Cunningham inside.
Yeah, just too much Cade. I mean, he was able to fight through for points.
Cunningham, no good on the free throw. The Bucks leading by 6. Now Harris. Oh, got a piece of it. And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Now Harris. Shot clock at 6. Knocked away. And stolen by Cunningham. And Cunningham running the floor.
And you can tell Cunningham is a very determined player, refusing to give up on the situation.
Milwaukee's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Here's Portis. Oh, he finished it off. A beauty of a pass.
That was just great work to battle through contact and will end the shot.
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Portis, no good on the free throw.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
The 3 is in!
Not afraid of taking big shots. Cunningham rises to the occasion and delivers.
And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
Outside Harris. Harris against Prince. Another chance. Can't get it to go. The Pistons on offense. They're on a 13-5 run. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Now Cunningham. Connect!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
Free throw shooting comes into focus in tight games. As usual, he's up to the task.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Here's Rollins. He's watched by Cunningham. Here's Portis. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action.
Make some noise.
Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. Here's Rollins. We've got Gary Harris. Bobby Portis out there with Taurean Prince. Then there's Myles Turner. And it's Rollins in at the one. Duren.
And Duren doesn't fear the contact. In fact, he welcomes it when he's trying to score.
First team foul. Shooting for Detroit. Two shots.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. On both.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
The Bucks shooting about 56% in this one. Here's Rollins. He's watched by Cunningham. Duren with a steal. And now the Pistons in transition. And a one-handed slam.
They fought so hard to get themselves in a position to win this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
Trailing by 4. Here's Portis. Now Harris. Poke loose. Turner. Ooh, the shot misses. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for Detroit. LeVert with the ball. Now guarded by Harris. Cunningham. Cunningham going up and through the defense.
You have to admire Cunningham's concentration in these spots, refusing to let the defense overwhelm him.
Shooting for Detroit, Cade Cunningham. One shot.
Cunningham, no good on the free throw. The Bucks trail by 6. 4 quarters, not enough. We're just over a minute into overtime now. Here's Trent, 6 to shoot. That's off.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Here's Rollins. He's watched by Cunningham. Portis the screen. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
Great use of the screen. That's how you practice it and draw it up.
The Pistons lead by 6. LeVert outside. Up top, Harris. Duren with a screen on Portis. Harris using the glass to lay it in.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Here's Rollins. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Harris outside. Portis. Duren pulls it down.
There's one principal reason why they're sitting on this lead. Rebounding.
Simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Bucks trail by 10. Here's Rollins. Here's Portis.
size and length of Bobby Portis, making him a problem in the paint.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Bucks, Bobby Portis taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Portis. Both free throws good from Portis. Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Oh, he dropped it straight in.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
The Bucks trail by 10. Here's Rollins. Oh, stolen by Harris. Just under 3.5 minutes played in extra time here.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
That's in!
This is Portis in his comfort zone, scoring deep inside.
Here's LeVert. Here's the Pistons with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Thompson fires. The triple drops.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
And no let-up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Here's Rollins, following the three-pointer by Detroit.
Because Portis is an active scorer, he draws the D's attention, sometimes a little too much attention.
With the depth they have at that spot, they're more equipped than most teams to handle that kind of loss.
Shoot 2.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Portis. Both shots good from the strike. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup, make sure you get a good shot. Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Pistons.
Yeah, they've been outstanding in this extra period, putting this one out of reach.
Yeah, just an amazing game to watch, B.A.
Man, this is a nice victory for them. It's win number 14 of the year.
Well, these teams meet 3 more times, so it has to feel great to take the first contest. It gives you a mental edge going forward against Milwaukee.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Cade Cunningham.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. On the take. Oh, what a move. A strong finish.
The ferocious finish. Love watching Cunningham use his size and athleticism on the drive.
So we see the Pistons taking the W here. Things looked a little uneven for them down the stretch, but in overtime, they took control.
And B.A., I don't think they expected this one to be so hard-fought. But when they went into overtime, they really poured the gas on the fire.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Cade Cunningham.
For the fakeness, if you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this,